Question 4. The gathering power, i.e., teaching, of the Pure Land method is truly all-embracing. This foolish monk will no longer dare to comment upon it. However, I used to hear such expressions as self-nature Amitabha, mind-only Pure Land, and could not but secretly rejoice. That was so until I glanced through the Pure Land Sutras and commentaries and discovered that the Pure Land is the land of ultimate bliss. 10 billion Buddha lands from here, and that Amitabha Buddha is the teacher of that land. Thus, there seems to be a contradiction. Here, i.e., mind-only Pure Land, and there, i.e., Pure Land in the West, are quite distant, and outside the truth of mind-only self-nature. How shall I understand this question? Answer. You still have a superficial and narrow understanding of the issue. Do you not know that your true mind is all-extensive and all-illuminating? The Surangama Sutra states, the various mountains, rivers and continents, even the empty space outside our physical body, are all realms and phenomena within the wonderful, bright true mind. It further states, phenomena which are born, they are all manifestations of mind only. Therefore, where can you find a Buddha land outside the mind? Thus, the concept of mind-only Pure Land refers to the Pure Land within our true mind. This is no different from the ocean, from which springs an untold number of bubbles, none of which is outside the wide ocean. It is also like the specks of dust in the soil, none of which is not soil. Likewise, there is no Buddha land which is not mind. Therefore, sages and saints have said, this single mind encompasses the four kinds of lands in their totality. A. The land of common residence of beings and saints. B. The land of expediency. C. The land of true reward. And D. The land of eternally tranquil light, eternal serenity and illumination. The land of common residence is further divided into the common residence Pure Land and the common residence Impure Land. The distinctions among the four lands are based on different levels of cultivation and achievement. However, they are in fact but one realm. The true mind encompasses the 10,000 phenomena. Lands as numerous as the specks of dust throughout the 10 directions are none other than the realms in our own mind. The countless Buddhas of the 3 periods of time are also the Buddhas in our own mind. Nothing exists outside our self-mind. Understanding this truth, we realize that there is no land which is established independently of our own mind. There is no Buddha who appears without relying on our nature. This being the case, how can the Western Pure Land 10 billion Buddha lands away from here not be the Pure Land of mind only? The land of ultimate bliss being thus, the teacher of that land is, likewise, Buddha Amitabha of the self-nature. We should know that this mind encompasses the totality of the 10 realms, bodies and lands freely interpenetrating ad infinitum. We should know, further, that mind, Buddha and sentient beings, while 3 are in fact one, they have the same nature and are no different from one another. Sentient beings and Buddhas appear interchangeably, their thoughts meshing with one another's. The realm of the true mind, encompassing untold lands, can be likened to the jewel net of Indra described in the Avatamsaka Sutra. This is a net said to hang in the palace of Indra, the king of the gods. At each interstice of the net is a reflecting jewel, which mirrors not only the adjacent jewels but the multiple images reflected in them. This famous image is meant to describe the unimpeded interpenetration of all and everything. The Western Pure Land, as well as each of the 10 billion Buddha lands, resembles one of the jewels in Indra's net. On a more subtle level, throughout each and every land, from the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and Arhats down to animals, hungry ghosts and hells, each and everything resembles one of the jewels. Buddha Amitabha himself is one of the jewels. Therefore, to see one Buddha is to see all the Buddhas of the 10 directions, as well as the 9 realms of sentient beings throughout the 10 directions. The multitude of Buddha lands, the 10 directions of the past and present the whole constitutes an ocean seal, sudden and perfect. There are no other dharmas. Thus, the dusts, sensory objects, throughout the 10 billion Buddha lands are born by transformation precisely within our own self-mind. How can the substance, i.e., beings, which appears in the 9 lotus grades, see glossary, be separate from or outside the true thusness Buddha? These explanations are the enlightened teachings of the Buddhas, patriarchs, sages and saints. If we understand this truth, we will see that the Western Pure Land is mind only. Each Buddha land, each mode of dust, is also mind only. Lord Amitabha Buddha is the self-nature, and each Buddha, each sentient being, is also the self-nature. Thus, what is there to doubt? Additional comments by Dharma Master Thich Thien Tam. The Dharma realm true mind is an immensely broad and extensive state, encompassing an untold number of lands, Buddhas and sentient beings. In that one true state, the aspect of lands and sentient beings, constantly in flux, pertains to the door of birth and death. The silent and illuminating aspect, still, wonderful, clear, bright and everlasting, is called the door of true thusness. The true mind is a common true state encompassing those two doors, the conditioned and the unconditioned. All the following expressions refer to that true nature: true mind, self-nature, Buddha nature, womb of the Tathagata, Dharma realm, Dharma nature, true mark, nirvana, Dharma body, alaya consciousness of the Tathagata, original face, prajna, true emptiness. The Buddha taught 2 approaches for returning to that true nature. Such Dharma methods as Zen, Tien Tai, Tendai or Lotus School, and a division of the esoteric school enter it through the door of emptiness. Other schools, such as the Pure Land School, the Avatamsaka School, the Vinaya, Discipline, School, as well as the Diamond Division of the Esoteric School do so through the door of existence. Therefore, those who deeply understand the prajna truth of Zen, or the meaning of the 10 mysterious gates of the Avatamsaka School, all clearly realize that form is no different from emptiness. Emptiness is no different from form. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. On the other hand, those who lack thorough understanding will cling to emptiness unless they cling to existence. However, clinging to existence at least makes the practitioner fear cause and effect, avoid transgressions and perform good deeds, which leads to auspicious rebirth in human and celestial realms, or in the Western Pure Land. In the case of diligent practitioners of Buddha recitation, on the other hand, if he clings to emptiness, he will end up denigrating cause and effect, and rejecting the Buddhas and sages. Thus, he will descend, in the future, upon the 3 evil paths. Therefore, the ancients have cautioned, it is better to be attached to existence, though the attachment may be as great as Mount Sumeru, than to be attached to emptiness, though the attachment may be as small as a mustard seed. The visiting Zen master of our story did not yet clearly understand the true mind. Therefore, as soon as he heard that the Pure Land is mind only, the self-nature is Amitabha Buddha, he hastily concluded that our mind, if pure, is precisely the Pure Land, is precisely Amitabha Buddha, and that there is no other land of bliss nor any Buddha called Amitabha. Such deluded individuals, attached to emptiness, can be found everywhere. In general, they reject the existence of Buddha Amitabha, the Western Pure Land, demonic or celestial realms. Or else they say that the Bodhisattva earth store, Kayasiddhagarbha, is the mind ground nature store and there is no such Bodhisattva as earth store. This is not unlike wearing dark glasses and seeing everything in black. Regardless of how many Dharma talks such practitioners present, or how many sutras or commentaries they compose or translate. Ultimately they stray, developing the disease of attachment to emptiness. These individuals are usually vain and conceited, considering themselves intelligent and lofty, while deprecating others as being attached to forms. In truth, when they write commentaries or translate sutras, they have the intention of propagating the Dharma, but, in the end, they vilify the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, instead. Not only are they in the wrong, they mislead countless others as well. This is no different from an incompetent physician who wishes to help sentient beings, but, because his knowledge is not yet up to par, harms many patients instead. Thus, translating sutras and lecturing on the Dharma do not necessarily bring merits nor constitute propagation of the Dharma, if the author goes astray and misses the intent of the sutras. Question 5. You have said, Master, that pure and impure are interpenetrating, that each speck of dust is a land of ultimate bliss. Why is it, then, that the Saha world has become an impure world? Answer: it is due to the karma of sentient beings, which has changed a pure place into an impure one. In the eyes of the Buddha, however, all impurities are pure. In any event, how can Sakyamuni Buddha's land of true reward be really impure? Question 6. I now believe in the lofty and sublime principle of mind only all-encompassing and perfectly unimpeded. However, how can people who are still sunk in deluded passion and not yet divorced from evil karma become pure? Answer: if the mind is polluted, the realm is polluted. If the mind is pure, the realm is pure. The Pimalakirti Sutra states, to be reborn in the pure land, you should first purify your mind. When the mind is pure, the Buddha lands will be pure as well. The Pure Land Dharma door is a wonderful method for achieving purity of mind. There is no better expedient